806 Technologies was founded on the principle that change and innovation are integral in every industry, and education should be no different. In a time when running schools the traditional way no longer works, 806 Technologies seeks innovative ways to personalize learning, raising academic dimensions and improving the quality of learning for our children. With 806 Technologies, we can help students access the education they need to thrive in a changing world of work.
So what our mission is at 806 is to try and look for efficiencies for administrators because their jobs are big.
Our goal at 806 Technologies is to create a world of innovative schools. And so with our software products, we're trying to make the lives of administrators much easier. Growing up in a house with an administrator in there, I get to see how many hours they put in and the stress that comes behind it and the things that they have to do, the many hats they have to wear in order to get their job done. And so my goal is to take the newest technologies, the greatest software we can, and make it as user-friendly as possible because nobody has time to sit down and log into a software product and read the instruction manual. So that's why we're always looking for a way to make the schools more innovative through the use of technology.
Oh my goodness, it's kind of a fun story, or fun now, it wasn't at the time, but I was assistant superintendent in a school district and charged with creating the district improvement plan and presenting it to the board of trustees. And we had this antiquated system that you had a little disk and it could only go in one computer, so there was only one person who could deal with it, me. So I'd put it off forever. I thought I was going to be fired. I was working on it on a weekend at home so that I could work on it uninterrupted, and Ross came home for the weekend. He was living in Dallas at the time, working for another company. And poor thing, I think I was ignoring him. He was starving to death and wanted some attention, and he finally came over and sat down beside me and said, "What are you doing?" And when I showed him, he was like, "Ooh, that's bad. Let me code something for you."
Yeah, I was looking at the system and it was really old Visual Basic code and everything was moving to the internet. And so that's when I was like, hey, let me start building something for you in my spare time and see if we can't build something for your school district. So next thing I know, I had other school districts calling me saying, "Hey Ross, we want this software." And I was like, I just built it to help my mom. And they're like, "Well, it's the best thing out there. Can you please put a price tag on it? We want to buy it from you."
And from there, it's just grown. And the beautiful thing about it is as more and more school districts have purchased the software, we keep learning. And our wonderful developers, now we have a whole team of them now, have never stopped coding. And it's because improvement planning is evolving and we keep learning from new districts as they come on board, and it's just been an amazing process. We know that schools make a difference when people are talking, when people are in communication, and when administrators are able to work together. And so we're trying to create those efficiencies to get that paperwork out of the way so that they can spend more time with teachers and students and make a difference for schools.
Culture is everything at 806 Technology. So when we look to hire folks, we not only look for people who have the right skills and experience, but we also look for people who are going to be a great culture fit for our company. When we started 806 Technologies, we thought we were starting a software company, but it turns out that we actually sparked a nationwide movement. What made that movement possible was the passion of the people that we pulled together. After a decade of driving this movement for innovation, we've learned that the reason we had over 70,000 administrators working with us nationwide is because we offer a more effective way for schools to continuously improve. And it's our people behind 806 Technologies that make that possible.
I think we have one of the most unique professional development teams anywhere. We have a range of experience. In fact, we sat down one time and looked at all of the many roles that exist in a school, starting at a teacher level and going all the way up to a superintendent level. And we've covered them all. We have people who have served at the state level. We have people who have served at the regional level, and superintendents, assistant superintendents, principals at all levels, and of course we've all been teachers wearing many different hats. So that's important because when our customers call and they have an experience, we've walked in their shoes. And I think that gives us a lot of credibility because we know exactly what they're experiencing.
The 806 experience, well, we look at things as more as listening, and we want that experience to be extremely special. With our educators, with our support, and our programmers, and all of our employees, we put you first. as a district person, as a school person. We like to look at it as more as we are a service and support organization, and we just so happen to make amazing software. And our goal is to take care and serve you.